Welcome to the first episode of the Runabouts. And today, wait, hang on. Oh yeah, I'm Kai. Hi, it's lovely to meet you. I'm also known as Butterscotch, and this is going to be a Butterscotch podcast. And with me, I have the lovely, the scrumptious-dilly-licious.
Oh, banana! I'm Gabby. I go by banana. You catch the drift.
You know what we're saying. And we have the one who really doesn't want to be here.
Dominic, please help me. You can also call me Mocha.
Because he is a steaming cup of nothing.
That's about right.
Anyway, so this is kind of how this is gonna work. We're gonna probably release like one episode per month.
If we're being completely honest,
we don't have a schedule here.
We do have a schedule. It's whenever we feel like it.
Exactly, precisely. So what's gonna happen is whoever is hosting the podcast. Oh, you can't see Gabby right now, but she's JoJo's posing. Anyway, how this is going to work is whoever is hosting the podcast for the day is going to go, like, it's going to be a nickname kind of thing. So today is a Butterscotch podcast. Our next podcast will be Banana Man podcast. And our next podcast will be a Mocha podcast.
Yay!
And this is going to be mini podcast.
Ha! Yes.
Ho ho.
I got the chair to not hit the wall or the table.
I am the table.
Oh. Wait a
I
minute.
got the chair.
Wait a minute.
Alright, so what we're going to talk about is relationships.
Yeah! Relationships.
Alright, where are we going to start? Gabby, you want to... I think you should start.
What's a relationship?
I forgot. Dominic, do you know what a relationship is?
Why do you think I know what a relationship is? I've never been in one.
Alright, let me Google the term relationship.
It's a very good idea.
Okay, hang on. I still have Wellerman lyrics pulled up on my phone.
We were vibing, it's fine.
We were
It's all good.
vibing. Okay, so relationship definition: the way in which two or more concepts, objects, or people are connected, or the state of being connected. Are we connected?
In a way.
Gabby was doing the lower bite lip thing.
Through our collective weirdness, I guess?
The state of being connected by blood or marriage. Okay, that's me, Gabby.
Yeah.
You can decide which. It's both.
Wait a minute. That's not good.
Hang on.
Now, hold on a sec.
Hey, it's legal if it's your second cousin.
Hey, listen,
Why?
if they didn't want me to marry my brother, they should have made
Look.
him hot.
Fire Emblem is entirely different in reality.
Fire Emblem. No.
Yes!
Okay.
Let's start by saying relationships don't always have to be romantic or sexual.
That is a good point.
Platonic relationships are the most fulfilling relationships, and I don't think you'll ever change my mind on that.
This is true.
Because, like, say you have a crush on your friend, I would much rather stay friends with them, because then you'd stay friends with them, and then if you risk a romantic relationship, there's like a 98% chance it's gonna fail for one, and then you guys won't be good friends anymore. So, like,
Yeah.
what's the point?
Unless it's you and me.
Your boy out here third wheeling again.
We love you, Dominic.
Right.
So, let's talk about our relationship experiences.
Oh, yay.
Dominic has never had a relationship before.
Never in my life.
Dominic has never been in a single relationship.
Nope.
Ever.
Single till the day I die.
Yep.
I'm gonna cry myself to sleep.
You got blood relationships and friends.
Joke's on you, I don't have friends.
Dang!
Joke's on you, we're your friends whether you like it or not.
Joke's on you. Fair point.
Joke's on you, we're forcing you to be our friend.
Shit.
You're my friend now. We're having soft tacos tonight.
Yay!
Yay! Alright, I have had, oh boy, here we go. I'm not a whore, I promise.
You definitely are not.
Okay, so I'm one, Okay.
Okay,
Wait.
question. Do elementary relationships count?
I don't.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that was way too long ago for it to.
So like romantic relationships that only last like 2 weeks, would you count that?
No.
I think it depends because I wouldn't count my first boyfriend as a relationship, but I would count Gabby as a relationship. So,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. So, okay, counting the ones that I feel like counting.
Whilst excluding the ones you don't feel like counting.
Well, if I had, I've had 2 bad relationships. One was particularly worse than the other. Do I have to count that as a relationship? I feel like I do because it lasted a year.
Yeah, that one's for an extended period of time.
Yeah. So if we're talking extended periods of time, 1, 2, 3.
1. Actually,
You already know.
2.
Dominic has never had a relationship before.
Nope.
Never.
Never.
Ever.
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 I'm a sad, lonely boy.
So let's talk about like some of the main problems with relationships starting out. So we could go like in general or high school relationships.
Look. Specifically in high school relationships. It's boundaries.
It's
boundaries.
Okay, listen. The thing with most high school relationships is that children these days, the chitlins,
Well, children, if you're high school, you know.
like kids these days romanticize desperation, and it's a little concerning to say the least.
Sorry, I was looking at your feet, but it was confusing me because I thought they were both behind the bar, and then you just said...
Gabby has foot fetish.
No,
Interesting.
I'm just low enough to only see your feet.
That's
I
how.
don't have to look up.
That's
Actually, your calves. But...
Anyway.
Oh
Oh no. So Dominic,
Yes.
tell us. Relationship.
Absolutely 0.
Oh. Okay.
Well,
Listen.
see.
Let's give them some context on your not relationship.
Yes.
Please, I insist. It's your
All right.
story.
So, picture this. You're sad, lonely, depressed, been betrayed by everybody you ever know. You have absolutely no faith in humanity.
I thought you knew me.
Well, this is before I met you. So.
No, we knew each other while you were in this not relationship.
Okay, well, here's the thing. We weren't as close as we are now.
Well, we existed.
Yes, but here... Okay, my point is... Not exactly in the best mindset.
Your mom didn't betray you. Exactly. Your mom may be dummy thick, but she wouldn't betray you.
Anyway, my point is... Ignoring my hyperbole...
Wow, that's a big word.
Yeah.
Wow.
Somebody swoogity into my life and gives me a chance to open up about this stuff, about, trying to be myself and like actually giving me a chance to express myself, which is something that I haven't been able to do for the past 16 years of my life. So that kind of made me put a lot of faith in this person. But as it would turn out, this person is not a good person in the slightest. At all.
Listen.
Even a little bit.
So, it wasn't exactly I was in love with a toxic person, but I didn't know.
But you did.
No. I did not know that they were an extremely, just almost poisonous level of toxic.
Okay, listen. Almost. I think I would classify that as poisonous. That is the worst person I have ever met. Yeah. Gabby and I are having a mini conversation here. So, the problem with this person that you did not have a relationship with is that there's so many things wrong with them, but I think my thing is they're lying and they're telling of business that is not theirs. They do lie so much.
The manipulation is real.
The manipulation hurts. But it's fine. It's fine. We don't talk about it anymore because we cut them out of our lives.
Yeah.
Gone. Don't even know them anymore.
And then along came Zeus. Here. He yeeted them out of our lives, and we're good with that. We're good with that.
We're good.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Zeus is a real one.
Zeus was a G for us. He did give us a lot of sass earlier today because we were driving, and we decided to do the
Rockefeller Street dance.
Yeah, the Rockefeller Street dance. I forgot what it was.
1, 2, 7, 3 down Rockefeller Street.
And we were doing that dance just on the sidewalk, and then like a crack of lightning happened, and we're like, "Oh, okay, dang!"
And like when we were talking about it in the car when we were driving, the one that struck over just in the far corner.
Good times.
I don't think he appreciates that song.
I don't think he
very
likes
much
that song.
not.
To be fair, we were listening to the one song that goes "Mota Amota." Do 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 do. We're weebs.
It's fine.
Well, at least you admit it. That's the first step to recovery.
I don't. Yeah, who said anything about recovery?
I'm just saying.
It is 3 a.m. I am fueled by this one Oreo and depression, and I am ready to fight God or become him.
Yeah.
Okay, relationships. Am I right?
Back on track.
Women. Am I right?
Women.
Oh. Anyway, so that's Dominic's not relationship.
Totally not a relationship.
He's never had a relationship before.
I've been single all my life.
Gabby, why don't you tell us about your fantastic
Oh
relationship?
man, my relationship.
Sit down for.
I can't.
Okay.
Actually, Megan, I can't sit anywhere. I have hemorrhoids.
Huh?
Have you guys never seen that?
No, I have. But. Continue.
All right, that's it for the podcast.
Gonna end it right there. Thanks for listening.
Okay, so I have been in a few relationships.
But not. Oh, your eyes. Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
Two one long term and two. And two.
Yes.
Gabby did math.
I did the math.
1 long term, 2 short term.
1 plus 2 is 3.
Why are you laughing? That's a fact. 1 plus 2 equals 3.5.
1 plus 2 equals A. What are you talking about?
1 plus 2 is 7 million in B. I don't know what you.
Option A through 7, please.
The color orange, obviously.
Orange is a color?
Yes.
Orange is a color? Okay, phone, dang.
Wow.
That was a little chonky. And then just my wallpapers. Please shut up. Okay, anyway, your relationship.
So my long-term relationship was with this guy, and it was okay for a while, and then the thing happened.
Yeah.
And then he was really, really, really distant. And then when I didn't even say I was going to break up with him. I was just thinking about it, and I talked about it with my friend. And he wrote me this letter and put a chocolate in it that was like, I really like you, please don't break up with me.
Well, if you really like someone, then why would you be distant with them?
Yeah.
I mean, there's respectable things. Like,
Yeah.
if you're going through a horrendous time and you start to distance yourself from anyone, that makes sense. But
I was trying to respect that because I totally thought that was what was going on.
Yeah.
But then he claimed that he couldn't spend time with me because of his mom, but then he was spending all of his time with you.
Yeah.
And that's what made me,
Yeah, because that's not fair.
yeah. And I tried to bring it up to him once, and then he was like, okay, I'll spend more time with you, and then literally nothing changed. So I was like, I can't do this anymore. Peace.
To be fair, he was getting kind of toxic.
He was always pretty toxic, but
he hangs out with really toxic people.
Oh, yeah, he does.
He hangs out with the person who, like, basically, You remember that meme that one person showed you about the wrist thing?
Yeah.
He hangs out with people who makes those jokes.
Oh.
Yeah. He hangs out around people who like joke about race and saying the N-word, but they're not black, and basically just race. Anything that's offensive. And like I'm all for like an offensive meme here or there.
Yeah, dark humor is great. It's just
I like dark humor. Offensive, it's like you're borderline trying it, but there's some offensive jokes that get me.
I was raised in a dark humor household with a lot of offensive things that like you could say. Like we knew that we could say these to each other and like with our close friends because we knew we were joking. But even still, there are some things that people will joke about, especially like about themselves or like about other of our friends, and that's a line for me.
Absolutely.
He just, again, offensive jokes are cool, I guess. It's just he takes it to the line.
Yeah. To the line and past.
He breaks the line. It's not funny is the point. It's so offensive that it's not funny. It's just straight up offensive.
In French warfare, he totally crosses the other.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's just in no man's land at this point.
Well, past no man's land.
He's in the other's trench.
Yeah.
He's in Poland. And at the time that Gabby was dating him, he was like halfway into that humor, but he wasn't totally in it yet. And I think that's when I got along with him pretty well because he was like half offensive, half not, but some of the times I was like, and I think he realized that and kind of stopped making those jokes around me, which I respect. He does have situational awareness, and I'll give him that because like he'll make one joke. If it makes someone angry, he'll never tell that joke again to someone.
Yeah, he's pretty good about that.
That's an admirable trait to have.
It is an admirable trait.
One that's way too rare these days, though.
Yeah.
I feel like I actually trained myself with that trait in childhood because I was just so either socially awkward or just knowing of what people thought and how they thunk that I was just like, okay, I have to kind of like morph my personality a little to fit in with this person and then a little bit over here. And I was a social butterfly, I get in like a manipulative way, but like not a bad manipulative way.
I feel like I was the same way in like the terms of like personality morphing because depending on the person I was talking to, I was a completely different person.
Nice.
I was not. I was the same with everyone except for this one person who got on my nerves so bad, but I don't know what her situation was, although I kind of knew what her situation was. But then she punched me in the throat and it all went out the window. So.
Well, I guess we have someone to go find. Thank you for watching.
We'll be right back.
It's okay,
Commercial break.
Commercial break. But like after I moved out of that town, I went back for their 8th grade get-together graduation thing.
Yeah.
And I asked, like, this person who used to be friends with her, I asked how, she was doing, because...
Yeah.
And people who weren't friends with her, who actually disliked her as much as I did, and they said she was, like, she changed after I left, and I'm like, guess I was the factor that prevented that. But I haven't seen her since I moved, and I'm just hoping she has changed for the better because I've heard from people that she has.
Well, that's
and
good.
I'm proud of her for that.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
See,
and I wait for the day to see her face and say that to her.
I like that. That was a wholesome moment.
Sure.
Back to the unwholesome moment.
Right.
Like the person, I don't think they're going to change. I really don't. Well, I feel like the person you dated has the ability to change because he was like honestly on the fence about his own friend group, and then he just kind of tumbled into the toxicness.
I think that's because I broke up with him. He didn't have anyone else to go to or anywhere to go, and he fell into it with them.
That's also something you got to be careful of, like with relationships, is who you hang out with.
I can understand if you break up with someone and you kind of your morals never change, in my opinion, at least. I don't think your morals.
Some people do.
I don't think your core values ever change. Your morals can, but they're also built on your core values. So I think that person has the ability to change. It's just if they keep hanging around the people that they're hanging around with, they're not going to change because the people he hangs out with, I don't think they can change. They're just gone. I hate them. I hate them. Whew.
And then my other relationship was when I realized that I was bi.
Woo!
To clear this up for people who are like all up and upset about it, bi has always meant liking 2 or more genders. Just because bi means 2 does not mean that there, first of all, are only 2, and B, only like 2. There's a reason there's that purple line in the bi flag.
Indeed. And I guess just to clear it up, Gabby and I are bi, and we dated each other. And yeah, that was the first relationship I ever had that didn't end in like okay, let's never talk to each other again.
What about the one after me?
We don't talk anymore.
I kind of figured that.
It's more because I'm kind of ignoring them, but like I'm not gonna go out of my way to ignore them.
Yeah, if they're there, they're there. You're just
Yeah.
kind of like, okay, cool.
I'm just kind of tired, I guess.
Yeah.
And Dominic is gay, and we know this. We know he's gay. He's gay.
He's
I don't
not
know.
like questioning.
Yeah.
Respectfully, though.
Yes, I don't really know, and honestly, I'm kind of at a point in my life where I just not too concerned about it right now.
My sexuality changes whoever I hyperfixate on. I am Leosexual right now.
Of course you are.
Lady Domitresque sexual.
Yes. Yes.
All right, I guess it's my turn for my relationships.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, grab you a cup of milk.
Sit down,
Sit
get
down.
comfortable, grab a blanket, and get ready.
Yeah, I love that accent. Please, okay, can you do a German accent for me? It just sounds so good when you do it.
The German accent is just kind of like not really using the W or that verb and just replacing it with the V sound effect.
It's so funny because Dominic can do the German accent and I speak German, but I can't. I'm okay in a German accent. I speak
I'm the same way with French. I speak French, but I'm not super good at the French accent.
Hui hui.
Hui hui, yes, of course.
All right, let's kind of. Oh no.
Kind of deflecting a little bit right now.
That's why we're called the Runabouts.
Yeah.
This is why we're called the Roundabouts.
Go round and around.
Have you ever gone on a roundabout, but you went the opposite direction? In America, the roundabouts you go right and you circle around.
Yeah.
There was one time I was in a car with a friend and they went left and circled around. And I was sitting there like, wait. Here, I'll text you the name. But it was horrifying.
There are, like, most of the roundabouts in our city, people have driven straight through.
Oh
No, because I know that though. Because oh my god, I
was
love
in
him,
that
but his
car.
driving is chaotic.
It really is.
But his music taste slaps.
Indeed.
And he got me into a few Billie Eilish songs, so I'm cool with it.
I will never like Billie Eilish. I'm
Me
so
neither.
sorry.
I can admit that I see
I like
why
Ocean
people...
Eyes, kind
Well,
of.
I love Ocean Eyes. I feel like it's so pretty to me.
Okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can
Yeah,
do this.
no,
Okay.
it's just like...
Okay. First relationship was the person Gabby was talking about, but that lasted like 2 weeks. And
Oh yeah, I forgot that you guys dated.
yeah, and we were like, Well, I broke up with him because he was a little too depressing. Well, not depressing, pessimistic. You're pessimistic, but you're not annoyingly pessimistic.
Yeah, you get on to me about it sometimes, though. And
I will
admit that
backhand you.
there are some times where I'm a little too pessimistic, to the point where it's just like, okay, well, you know what? Like, if you're going to be like that, then I'm
I'll just be like, it's a beautiful day out. Dominic's like, but the sun.
I hate... No, real talk, the sun. No, I'm not gonna turn this podcast into a rant about the sun. Okay.
All right. Next the Mocha the Mocha podcast will be all about how much we hate the sun.
Yes.
So first relationship was Gabby's relationship. We broke up because I thought he was too pessimistic, and I just didn't want it, didn't need it. Ooh, my second relationship. He was the sun. As in, he was an Icarus.
He flew too close to the sun.
He became the sun.
He transcended and became a giant ball of gas in the sky. Yes.
Listen,
But
okay.
not the good kind of sun.
No.
When I say that he has the ego of 17,000 suns, I'm not exaggerating.
This man will put down everybody just to feel good about
He
himself.
literally went up to me last jazz rehearsal and he's like, "You're good, but you suck." And I'm like, "Oh,
Gee, I wonder-
whoa."
that's confusing messages, my guy. You wanna clarify? You insulting or you
Getting some
complimenting?
different vibes.
Hey, that's some attitude.
Yeah, it's thundering outside.
Yeah.
Zeus is being kind of a little bitch boy. Anyway,
He's mad that we got tired.
he's mad that we stan Artemis.
Prometheus is with us. Cry harder, Zeus.
Yeah, cry harder, you we broke up because we broke up like 9 times, so I can't give you a specific
The
reason.
biggest breakup.
Listen.
That was the one that caused you and me to like
Yeah,
not be great.
it was.
And then my boyfriend was like, "Hey," and like I totally was telling him everything in confidence that he would like just listen to me and like understand and maybe provide some.
Oh yeah,
tips.
he showed me the text.
He went behind my back and was like, "Here, read this." Like that's one of the biggest things that made me so mad because then I just felt like I couldn't ever talk to him.
I can understand that.
But also, we never had communication at all. Given we were in middle school,
He's
but
not a great
still,
communicator.
He's not. It's.
But yeah, okay. If I had to give a specific reason, it was just a toxic relationship in general.
Yeah,
it was bad.
It was Eliza and Alexander after the Reynolds twin flip.
Yeah.
Specifically, Burn Bad.
And I listen to that song all the time too.
Yes.
So that's like a song that I correlate with that time. And that's why I don't really like listening to Burn anymore. But it was also Satisfied, and I don't like Satisfied anymore, so it's sad.
Yeah, we went through a huge Hamilton phase together, and then you would always ask, "Hey, which character do you think I am?" in hopes of getting. You really liked Angelica, and then we were always like, "You're Eliza," and you were like,
And like
she.
I still don't see the Eliza thing. I still
Really?
I don't.
Okay, let me tell you.
It's because I feel like Eliza's too naive, and like I can be naive, but not all the time.
It's like you've never heard First Burn.
Listen,
I'm not naive.
Listen.
She says.
I'm not naive. Anyway, all right. After that relationship, I dated
I
my
forgot that I dated that ex.
yeah, and then I was like, what the heck?
What the?
The only reason I was mad at you for like all of 9th grade, I think I was only mad at you for 9th grade because you saw how bad that relationship was, and then you started dating him, and I was like,
I thought you were mad at me in 9th grade because we never talked after what happened in 8th grade, and then we just like ignored each other forever. I was definitely super mad at you in 9th grade too. So like, if you've never hated each other, you can't really be best friends.
precisely.
Don't buy into that. We did hate each other. We're best friends now, but everything's totally fine. You don't have to hate each other to be friends.
No.
I mean,
I've never hated Dominic, so.
I was about to say like I've never dated Dominic, and I'm like, wait,
Not wrong,
Wait.
but hold up.
Hold the freaking phone.
Pause. So, and then after that, I dated his best friend.
The ultimate slap in the face.
That was an oof time period, all right? It was, so they say, like, my ex says that I only dated him because to get back at my first ex. That wasn't true. I actually liked him at the time, and it was just an added benefit of getting back at him. But like, I didn't care.
You also kind of like him during your relationship.
I did kind of like him.
Yeah,
which is
because it was the same thing. Because it was the same thing that your second ex did with the girl he dated after you.
Fantastic. I think he's my third ex. Because it was PCJ.
No, I was talking about P.
Oh, well, yeah, he's technically my second.
Yeah.
I consider him my first because I don't count.
Yeah.
All right, it's fine. It's a chronological timeline. We can make a lore out of this.
Please. It's gonna be some spicy lore.
Spicy. All right, we do have to wrap up, but I swear I'll just kind of breeze through this. Second ex, he broke up with me because I think I was too clingy in his eyes, and
which was not true.
I mean, I like to text a lot, and it's only recently that I've kind of started ghosting people out of nowhere because I feel like Switch go burr, Leo go burr,
right.
Fantasizing go burr.
Yes.
So it's only recently that I've really calmed down on texting, but I still text a lot. It's either I text a lot or I don't text at all. That's just me.
I will text you 7 paragraphs in 3 hours.
And I love that.
And then for the next 3 days, I will not talk to you anymore.
And then Dominic and I are like, well, now we have to talk to each other.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to put you through that, but
No,
sometimes you need it.
you do. I do kind of need it because
Yo.
being alone is not great sometimes for me.
But to be fair, I only text you about my hyperfixations.
You do.
Listen, if you ever need me to stop, please just tell me.
No, see, look. When I say that I genuinely compared to the alternative, when I say I compare, I genuinely enjoy our conversations.
Hey.
I do.
Zeus, calm down.
Did you not see the giant flash of lightning?
It was interesting.
Attitude. The sad.
As I was saying before, I was so. You know what?
Good Lord. Jeez.
Can I talk
I'm
now?
calling Rumble
Can I talk now?
McSkirmish.
Thank you. As I was saying, compared to the alternative, I genuinely enjoy having conversations with you even if they are just about your hyperfixations, or your rants about your hyperfixations, or your rants about your hyperfixations, games, movies, comic books, whatever. I do not care.
Listen, I hope you know I'm forcing you both to play Fire Emblem 3 Houses so you can obsess over Dimitri with me. That's all. Hey, he's the really edgy one that goes absolutely bat heck insane at the end, and then he's like, oh, okay, I'm good now. Listen, it was a story, okay? But, since we have to wrap this up, relationships go burr.
Yeah.
True.
They kind of go crazy sometimes.
Oh yeah, I didn't talk about my last one. Well, second, third to last. Do we need to?
I don't think so.
I'll give you a run through. No Square.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No Square. He looked at No Square. He'd go, and yes Square, and that was him.
Yeah.
I said that in the dumbest way possible.
Well, no, that's probably the most subtle way.
To be fair, that is the most subtle way I can say that.
Yeah.
He was
with the intent of not triggering anyone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say he was pushy.
Didn't understand the concept of boundaries.
Didn't understand the concept of, hey, I don't want to do anything today.
I just want to chill, man.
I honestly just want to play some Halo 4. Just sit down, play your favorite game. We can talk. But no. Listen, okay, I want someone who I could sit down with and be like, what's your favorite thing? And then they start talking about their favorite thing and we enjoy their favorite thing together.
You know exactly when you do that to somebody.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm done.
It's okay. I think we're going to do tomorrow because we need a certain person there. D&D go burr.
D&D go burr.
So, and then I dated Gabby. And I think we just realized we're the slappiest of friends.
Yes.
So that's kind of what happened there. But we're still very flirtatious.
Can
very
confirm.
flirtatious.
Can confirm.
Just
Please stop.
anyway. Two best friends in a room. They might kiss.
Yes, I will.
Oh.
I said yes.
Two best friends and their third wheel.
Two best friends and Dominic.
Yeah.
Just us and your friend Steve.
Adam and Steve. Allie and Eve. That's what I want. That's what I want. Anyway, Alley-oop and Steve.
Yes.
And then, yeah, after relationship where pushy boundaries go burr, lots of crap happened after that because he ended up trying to bang one of my old friends, and then he ended up like actually dating one of my old friends, and I was sitting there like, what am I watching?
And then they weren't friends anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind not being friends with them. It's a thing of loyalty.
Yeah.
Well, listen, if you want to date my ex, can you ask me? Because I would, like, if you didn't want me to date, like, your ex that you spent a lot of time with, and I'd just be like, okay.
J or J?
Listen. Okay. So what happened was, it was a year-long relationship. It was, apparently he had no love for me for a straight 6 months. I don't know.
I think he just said that to get out of what he, like, to not admit what he actually did.
Probably. Anyway, it was a year-long relationship, and then me and my friend, let's call them Zeus. Let's call them Zeus.
Flashy and kind of horny.
Yeah. Zeus and I, we were friends since like 6th grade, and that would be.
I was friends with Zeus in 6th grade too. That was technically when we met, but we didn't become actual friends until 7th grade.
Ah, that's fair. Like, so my 6th grade, so that would be
4 years ago.
4 years, a 4-year-long friendship, and I mean, we fell off a few times because, I don't know, I could never, like, mesh with their vibe.
Right.
It's not a bad vibe, except for sometimes overly sexual. They're a very flirtatious person.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We liked similar things. I could just never mesh with vibe, and it was a struggle. And then, apparently my ex liked Zeus for like 2 months. Okay, I don't know the timeline on that because he gave me 6 months. He never liked me, and then he said he's actually breaking up with me because he just wants someone different, and then he's breaking up.
He wants someone different.
He just wants to bang a chick. All right,
Exactly.
just listen, okay? He literally went up to my mom and was just like, listen, I'm a horny teenager. And my mom was like, excuse me? No. Listen, that
whole person.
That whole situation was like a what the frick moment. And then I got bullied by his friends so hardcore, and then it was a vibe. It was a vibe.
Not a good vibe.
It was a vibe. No. And it just so happened that his friends were Gabby's first boyfriend's friends, the ones that we were talking about that were across the line.
Also, that's because my first boyfriend was friends with him and his brother.
Yeah.
His brother is like...
His brother is
the
off
biggest
the charts. Worst person ever. No.
I had him in one of my classes with another dude. And
we sighed.
The man pulled up some very interesting anime-style pictures. I'll just leave it at that on his MacBook.
And his MacBook! What a chat!
Yeah. He literally spent the entire class period with that other dude scrolling through pages and pages of that stuff. And every once in a while, they'd be like, yo, dude, look at this. And it would be someone getting their head chopped off or something. Like, I mean, admittedly, it was in like an anime form, like a manga format, but I didn't want to see that anyway, especially considering they weren't wearing clothes. Look, I'm trying to censor this as best I can.
Yeah.
So when I say it's disturbing stuff,
if he's not with someone, he's just quiet. He doesn't say anything.
I had him in my English class.
Yeah.
My junior year.
Oh, yeah.
He sat in the front of the class, so thankfully I didn't have to worry. Yeah, no, he just sat there and did nothing. He just sat there and chilled.
Listen, that's why he failed sophomore year. Anyway.
Huh?
Anyway.
Anyway. Let me play him a song on the world's smallest fiddle.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Alexa, play the lick in D flat, please.
Damn, this is so sad. Alexa, play Shrimp.
Oh god, this is so sad. Alexa, play Vehicle.
That's depressing. Alexa, play Make Me Smile, please. Bass
Oh,
boosted
gosh.
version.
That's so horrible for you. Alexa, play I Feel Good.
I'm so happy.
I'm so happy. All right, but yeah, that was that. Listen,
No.
if we could do a whole podcast on roasting that guy,
No, he totally deserves
he
it.
deserves it. Okay, like I don't hate people because if you make me care enough to hate you, that's a problem for me, not
Yeah.
you.
Mhm.
So I don't hate.
It's fan behavior.
Exactly. It's like it's simping behavior, you know, but like not in a good way.
Like
So-
The bad
a
kind of
spectrum, but it's on the
Yeah.
complete opposite
Yes.
side of healthy.
It is me asexually.
The opposite of, or like affection, but on the opposite side of the
Yeah.
spectrum.
It's like I try my hardest not to hate that guy, and that is saying something.
Mhm.
Where I have to try and not to hate you, that's saying something. Because like I don't even hate any of my exes. I don't even hate my last ex, and that's saying something.
It's saying a lot.
That's saying a lot. Like I have no if I don't like you, like if I don't think you're a homie and you're sexy, then I don't really feel anything towards you.
See, no, because I was so like obsessed with being mad at you because
Understand.
Yeah, like I realized while I was still mad at you and then refused to, I was literally in denial, so I was just mad at you because I was in denial, that I just missed you.
The feels.
Ow.
But it's okay because now we're friends again.
And now we're basically vibes.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Listen, for me it was like I think I hated you after the breakup, and I was like, Fire Emblem, and then when you started dating Peyton, I was like, Fire Emblem. So it was like, who?
No, okay, let me tell you. So, I think I mentioned this, like, before. Boop.
Oh God.
Boop.
Boop.
Why do you hate me?
We don't do
We do. Wait, no.
No.
Wait.
Finally, one of
Gabby,
these.
we're supposed to be on the same page.
You're on the wrong page.
Oh.
Turn to page 394.
Okay, but is that measure 15?
No.
Star Spangled Banner at halftime. Let's go.
Forever, go!
At halftime. No. Stars and Stripes Forever. Stars and Stripes Forever. Cut time. In halftime. And you're marching it right now.
Fight song, go!
Greatest Showman.
I went way off the
That
rails.
was
I loved that.
okay.
show.
That was the
so
best show.
good.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I think that was the best show Belton has ever done.
To
I
be
loved
fair, as of all of our years in high school, here, That was the only actual marching show we ever did.
Okay.
And we're not gonna count this year because it was wow.
It was.
Listen, we did
We
did a Avengers show last year, and it was
okay.
okay. The Avengers show was okay,
Yeah.
and
It
then
was
we
the
did like the
best out of
Bruno
it.
Mars
Oh
stuff.
my
That was horrible.
Yeah, and then because we did Bruno Mars on the same day as Homecoming, like for the first time.
Mhm.
But then we also played some of the Shrek songs in Homecoming. and then the drum set in the front.
Okay, let me give you a little marching lesson here. So marching is in normally 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 lines if you're just doing an arc, which is just a half circle and you're playing. They put drumline is normally in the back, but they put another drummer on loudspeaker in the front. And if you know how sound travels, we're going to hear drumline first, and the drummer in the back, well, at least I was, because I was in the back. You two are in the front, so you're going to hear the drummer in the front first and drumline in the back. The band is not together. It went.
Because our director, I love him, but he's kind of
Too ambitious sometimes.
Too ambitious. Yeah,
that was way too ambitious because he was like, ignore this drummer in the front and only listen to the drum line in the back.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Hey, that's nice. That's a nice aesthetic we got. Hey, what are those loudspeakers for?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, what are those guitars up there for?
Listen,
Like,
I didn't
There were
even
guitars up there too.
Because the guitar guy is fine. That doesn't mess with me too much.
No,
But the
yeah.
entire drum set threw me off so bad because you can't hear the drum line over the drum set. And he's and the drum set's always playing on the offbeats, so you don't actually know when and what's happening.
It was painful.
It
It was
Saxophones and the trumpets were playing at 2 different times, while the flutes and clarinets were playing behind and then in front.
Low brass blasting as always, but the low brass were blasting with the drum line, so then that creates a different.
They were in time.
Yeah,
technically,
the
we were in
low
time,
brass.
but we sounded horrible.
The low brass was the only section that was in time, and they were blaring everything.
Oh, our director didn't even seem upset. Hold on.
In fact,
English.
Okay, our director, if it was a good show, he'll be mad at us. If it was a bad show, he'll be like, GG, guys.
Great job.
Yeah.
Like, remember the first time when we performed while it was raining, he was like, I'm so proud of you guys because you did that awesome while you were raining, except for when we went to competition and it rained.
And then he was angry about something.
Okay, here's the thing though. We killed it during that competition.
We did.
Like,
That's why we got second place where we did.
It was a vibe playing This Is Me in the Rain though.
Yes.
It really was. It was so
Okay,
good.
it hurt my heart because imagine like actually that lady who sings "This Is Me" just wailing it in the rain. I'd be like,
God,
right?
it's
Exactly.
so it fits so perfectly. Maybe that's why the judges gave us second place.
To be fair, I don't even think the judges could hear us over the rain.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, we were supposed to get first place because the school that got first place wasn't even supposed to be there. They got the invite, they declined it, they showed up anyway.
Oh.
So we got screwed over.
And Opal was so mad about it. That's what he was mad about.
I think that's what, We still got second place.
We did get second place.
And then like next year we got 7th.
That was rough.
In our defense, we'd never played on a college field before, which means we're probably going to have the same struggle this year.
Well, it depended on the competition because the first one, I think we got somewhere around 5th. Second one, we got 2nd. And then the third one, which was the massive one, we got like 7th or 8th.
I thought we only went to 2 competitions.
We went... Because there was one that was a minor one. And then we went to 2 like major competitions.
Maybe I
pretty
died.
sure. Maybe.
I hope you didn't.
I'm a ghost. Hi, guys.
What?
Oh, yeah. Remember what this podcast was about? Neither do I.
What were we talking about again?
Hi, guys. Welcome to ADHD.
Listen, I might have ADD. Listen, it's not okay. It's fine. I guess we should probably finish this off saying something about relationships because we just spent like a whole 10 minutes ranting about marching band.
God.
Love it though.
We could spend a whole other podcast doing that alone.
Listen, the next podcast is just going to be about jazz band.
Yes.
The absolute vibes. No.
Can't relate, not in jazz.
Need to be.
Yes.
I will teach you.
I'll steal my brother's saxophone and I'll be a jazz.
Yeah.
We could use like a good sax. Well, we could use
A sax that
we could use a sax with morals.
a sax without an ego problem.
Yeah.
That's also not M.
Are you
Yeah.
talking about the big E?
Yeah, the big E.
The big E.
The big E.
The big E. The big mama.
Yes.
Alright, so my relationship experiences have been whack. And the one times they've been good, I was just crying inside. So I couldn't like enjoy it. So that's my relationship experience. Ooh woo.
Yeah.
Dominic's never been in one ever.
Nope. But my lack of relationships, my complete lack of relationships, has kind of made me unable to be invested in other kinds of romantic relationships. Are you done?
We're a relationship.
Okay, romantic relationships.
Thank you. Sure.
I can't get invested in them anymore
I can't either.
for fear of the same thing happening again.
It's like, well,
Big
I'm going to be
characters
so
the only
honest with
exception to that rule.
that is very true. I'm going to be honest. I don't think anything's going to happen to you again like that because they are such a horrible person that you have to have the luck of Gabby to find another person like that.
True.
I really hope that's the case. But even still, I don't know how to go about relationships.
I've only
anymore.
found like 2 people like that. And that would be the person who texted you and the person that Dominic did not have a relationship with.
Mm-hmm.
Ew!
Yeah.
I just realized.
Yep.
Listen, there's another person like that person. They're the exact same, but they acknowledge that they're toxic.
Who?
The person who texted you last when we went to Freddy's and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was...
Oh, I have to ask my friend who was their friend if what they said about them was true anyway.
Yeah. I'm gonna step out of that situation because I just sent because they were creating rumors about me and saying that I was accusing people of things, and like I've been
trying to warn me about the situation
I know.
that had been dealt with.
It had been dealt with like 8 months. Yeah. And then I texted them the only accusations I'm making are about doing your mom, and I blocked them immediately after that. And I was like, GG, mate.
That was a Chad move.
It was a
Career ended.
Career ended. Social hierarchy gone.
Yeah. Social standing gone. You're now scum at the bottom of the bucket.
You are the scum in between a homeless man's toe.
Zeus, chill out.
Jeez.
The lightning.
All right. So I guess since this is 52 minutes long, 53.
Kind of been going for a while.
Yeah, I mean, this is the vibe, you know?
Yeah,
This
it
is
is.
the vibe.
It is.
So, relationships. Don't be afraid to dip your toe into them, but you know, I think one of the main problems with relationships is that people get too invested too fast and they lose sight of themselves.
Exactly.
Because relationships are not, you kind of like are only focused on each other, like the romanticization?
Yes, that's a word. Yeah,
okay.
that's a word.
Of desperation and the desperation of clinging on to each other in a very unhealthy way that gets romanticized with our generation. Don't do that.
No.
Relationships should be you at 100%, them at 100%. You come together at 200%, and y'all have a lot of fun.
It shouldn't be you should be the only thing this person thinks about a situation.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay to like have them in mind. And that's definitely something that you want in a relationship to be thought about, but you definitely don't want to be the sole focus of somebody.
Indeed.
Or them to be the sole focus of you.
No.
Because you just don't want them to lose sight of themselves.
Your whole life just becomes them.
That's
and you
a
don't
little...
become yourself.
See, like, I don't mind my whole life being about you guys, because y'all slap, all
well,
right?
see, here's the thing. Here's the thing about that, though. I appreciate that, but, like, you slap, too. So, like, you gotta be...
Thank
you.
you,
Gotta,
Micah.
just slapped me. I'm calling CPS. wrong with you? I take it back.
I did not just slap them. Anyway.
Definitely. Continuing on to my point, don't be obsessed with somebody.
Yeah, don't be obsessed.
Yeah, no.
Like, because you guys are kind of the only thing I think about other than, Leo.
Yes, of course.
Other than my hyperfixations, which become my life.
Like the D.
Let's talk about not fan fiction. let's talk about real life.
Canon.
Real life canon,
Yes.
if you will. You two are like the only thing I think about because I'll just be scrolling through TikTok and be like, Gabby would like that download. And then I'll just be at the store and I'll look at Lindor chocolates and I'd be like, Dominic.
Well,
And then I would text you and be like, hey, I found some Lindor chocolates, but I'm not gonna buy them.
yeah, then I send you a crying meme, like a crying
Exactly.
face. Or just something that's just like, bro, why?
Bruh.
I mean, I did just get a whole bunch, so like.
That's true. Happy birthday, Josh.
Thank you.
A nightmare.
You know I am driving by your house on Sunday. I'm gonna be like, you get out this house right now. And I'm just gonna be like, happy birthday, Josh. Happy birthday, Josh.
You have to take me with you.
I will. Happy birthday, Josh. Happy birthday, Josh. Okay. Musical vibes.
Yes.
I'm sure
Theater vibes.
because she's gonna try out. I really want you to experience
Look.
one show, not the acting. You don't have to act. Just be in shop or something.
That's probably what I'd end up doing.
Crying or
But I
emotional scenes because I'm not good at those.
That's fair. Please, the one with the mom, Josh's mom singing her solo song.
Oh my gosh, Ayla.
That killed me. And the one at the end, the two main characters were like, the main character isn't an actor, he's a singer, and that's why we needed him. So it was like, it could have been more emotional, but it was the music in the background that was getting me.
Yeah.
We're just talking about a High School Musical that we did.
are.
And we're going to be doing one in like 3 months.
Oh no, I have to read all the audition stuff and like.
Okay, listen. My last audition, I didn't read any of it. I just sang and I got a role. And that was that. So
I'm
yeah.
trying not to go lead role trouble. Oh, I got into Bella Voce.
Yay!
I got into both Bella Voce and concert choir, and then I had to choose between the two. So mom just was like, "Okay, Bella Voce," because I want to go to the Renaissance Festival.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. You're my prodigy. I'm passing you the torch. Gabby's my prodigy. I used to be in Bella Voce, now she's in Bella Voce. It's just, I'm so proud of her. Shut up, Dominic. All right.
What? I didn't even.
I literally said nothing.
I'm just sitting here staring at you. Just shut up.
Shut up, Dominic. God,
You're so rude.
The absolute disrespect.
The audacity.
Love you all.
Perfect.
No, I mean the audio we're using is called Audacity.
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 Audace.
Oh.
Audace?
Audace. Anyway.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
All right. So before we make this an hour long, because 50 mates.
50 mates. Fliegen Hardeman Scheiben.
Would you like me to speak German for the rest of... No, I'm not going to.
Please don't.
I will just go Flügel der Freiheit.
Wait.
Flutzenscheiben! Ah! Oh. Please, okay, listen. I'm not going to say what Flutzenscheiben means, because it's a meme. But anytime... It was a meme between the first person you dated and I, and like... Okay, he had a sense of humor, all right? He at least had a sense of humor. And he would, like, just scream, Flutzenscheiben! And I'd be like, ah! And I'd dive behind a desk. It was a thing, all right?
Okay.
Did he teach you German? Because I know he knew some.
No, he didn't teach me German. He did teach me the words he knew, but he didn't teach me all of the German that I do be knowing.
Your not relationship person was my first friend in 6th grade when I moved up here and taught me one word in German.
I'm gonna take a guess of what it was.
I'm going to take a guess and say it was bad.
It was not.
a swear word.
Ah, of course.
Of course.
Hey!
Just start harmonizing out of nowhere. No.
I was ready.
No.
Please rise for the gamer national
It
anthem.
just plays Halo.
Oh boy. All right, this is an hour long. We did
It
it.
is.
We did it.
We did
Nice.
All right, we meant for this to be like 30 minutes.
We did call it a mini podcast.
A mini podcast. This is a mini podcast.
I swear.
Imagine what our maximum podcast.
God, it's gonna be like 48 hours.
Hi, welcome to our stream.
Welcome to our 3-year stream.
Hi, welcome to our stream of indeterminate length.
It just keeps going until the end of time.
And we'll just be like, all right, good night, guys. And then there's just a full period of us just sleeping. And then we wake up and we're like, I'm going to go make some coffee. I'll see you gamers in a second.
You walk by the camera, it's like, oh God, we're still recording?
Nice cock.
Why?
All right, we got to sign out before I die.
You ever say that?
When you forget to turn your Zoom off while you're taking a shower.
Oh, God.
The entire class. Nice cock.
If anybody says that to me.
That was such a painful reality.
All right, Cookie.
Cookie Crumble.
What is happening?
Rookie, cookie.
God.
All right.
You got the rookie cookie.
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
Anyway. All right, I'll end this podcast on track. Relationships. Don't be afraid to dip your toe into them. Don't lose sight of yourself. If you don't think you're ready for a relationship, you're not ready for a relationship, so don't do it. If you don't want a relationship, then you don't want a relationship, and that's okay. Don't get into a relationship if you don't want a relationship.
Don't let people pressure you into getting into a relationship.
Don't let people pressure you. You tell them. You know what? You call me. I'll call the guy that I know, which is me.
Also me.
You know what? Actually, no. Just call Gabby. Gabby's gonna call the guy that he knows. Wait, hang on.
You got
What?
this.
Yeah,
Yes.
Gabby's gonna call the guy. Dominic's gonna call me, who is the guy, and I will come down there from Italy and be like, I gotta make a call.
Are you gonna wear the child safety tether?
You know, force them to kiss your ring before you snuff them.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. I'd be cool with it.
Oh yeah, other important piece of information about relationships. Don't rush into them.
Oh, please don't.
Do not do that. That is bad for you. That is bad for the person that you want to be in a relationship with. It'll blow up in your face. Do not get too invested in the person that you are in a relationship with. If you put too much, I don't want to say don't put too much faith in them, but don't like dump all of your faith and belief into them. That's not
good.
No.
Always be kind of wary until you know you.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
Nothing wrong with
Okay, I don't want to say be trusting, but be cautious. Like,
yeah, be cautious is the perfect word.
You don't know
Take
a
everything
person
as
all
it
the
comes,
way.
you know?
Yeah.
Also, this may be a personal bias, but if someone is too clingy, it just means that you're not into somebody who wants to spend 100% of their time with you.
Yes.
It doesn't mean they're like clingy, because I know people will be like, she texted me, she's so clingy.
No, absolutely not. Like clingy.
Not it.
No.
It's not it. See, I just need somebody who is okay with me texting them, being like, I found a snake.
Look at this TikTok. Look at this TikTok of Leon I found.
Yeah. Oh.
No.
Anyway, see, I need someone who I could just like text and be like, "Holy Leo," and like I have that in a friend in you, and I have that in a friend in you. So, and I don't want a romantic relationship, stay away.
Romance is kind of iffy here and there.
Romance is a little sus sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. A lot of people, like going back to like the romanticization of stuff. A lot of people seem to romanticize both desperation and
depression.
Yes.
Listen, like how I said, we got sushi earlier today, and I got out of the car saying I got something for smart depressed boys. Because I was talking about Yukio from Blue Exorcist.
Yes.
I got something for smart anime boys with depression and glasses.
In media, it's not exactly it's not a bad thing for a character to be depressed if it's relevant to the story or something. But like, don't just like see somebody who's depressed and be like, oh my god, he's so hot for being depressed. Like,
I know.
that's not okay.
I think it's just because I want to give them a fat hug.
And make everything better.
I'm as much as I like want to say that I don't like people, I'm an overly empathetic person, which I've tried really, really hard to not like have that spill over into my like friendships.
Just
because
a random question though.
What?
Do you think I'm an empathetic person?
Yes.
Okay.
You are.
Okay.
But you are reasonably selective with who you choose to empathize.
Thank you.
The thing about it, so for me personally, I just don't like it whenever I can't help somebody. Like I really, really do not like it.
But
it makes me feel powerless.
Is it in general or someone that you know?
If it's because if it's in general, it's like somebody who's just like in a terrible situation.
If it's in general, for me, I'll be like, but if it's someone I know, I'll be like.
I kind of feel I feel more strongly about people that I know, but like to a degree, I still feel bad for people that are less fortunate than me.
I'm always a lone wolf who wants to just help the crap out of my friends, and that's about it.
That's about right.
Wee. Anyway.
The solemn savior.
Gabby jump.
Jumping jacks. The sugar high is happening.
The sugar high.
Ha! That's the
watermelon sugar
high.
No.
Hi.
It's watermelon sugar
Hi.
Gosh.
Hey.
So, back on track before we get too far.
Dominic.
Yes.
What's something else?
He's the brain cell.
I am the brain cell. Yes.
I like this drink. Another.
I mean, it's plastic. Go ahead.
Another.
Hey.
That's my favorite cup.
I didn't break it.
It's okay.
Good. If you broke that, I'd be concerned.
You acted like you've never broken plastic before.
Another warning for relationship. Listen to red flags.
Yes. Don't
Pay
ignore
attention
red
to them.
flags.
Let's talk some red flags so they know what maybe to look out for.
Great idea.
I think one of the main red flags is it's your gut, homie.
There is a part of your brain that will tell you, not exactly tell you, but it will
if
tell
there's
you
a small question mark
fear
in the back of your brain, I would look into that.
Yes. Don't hyper fixate on it, but keep that in mind. There's a second part of you that's looking out for you.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
It's me, by the way.
Yeah. we got your back.
Yeah, we got you.
Don't pay attention to the laser sight on his forehead. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's me.
We're actually this actually isn't a podcast. This is just this is a
tape confession.
These are your
This is your
FBI
process.
agents.
Oh, hello.
We
Yes,
may
FBI
sound like
agents have
children,
FBI agents.
but
I'm actually 3,721, so
Nice.
I'm relatively young for my race. So
I live until I die,
I'm
then
a
I get
dragon.
reincarnated.
Oh,
I'm a dragon, Wally.
No.
Listen, if I was a fictional race, what would I be?
Don't say dwarf. Don't say dwarf.
Don't say dwarf. Why would you say dwarf?
He'd be the dwarf.
What are you talking? I'm taller than both of you.
But you're a man.
So? What does that have to do with anything,
You're
huh?
nationally short.
The average height is
Reached its full height.
The average height is 5'9". I'm over here at 5'5".
Listen,
okay.
No.
Sam says she's at 5'6", but I'm taller than Sam, and I'm 5'4". Hey,
You're 5. The doctor tells me I'm 5'2", but I'm shorter than my brother, who also claimed to be 5'2". So I have to be at least 5'1".
we're gonna measure myself after we end this
Yes.
podcast.
This is a great idea.
All right, so let's end this podcast.
That's
so we can
probably
get
a
to
great
it.
idea. We said it like 3 times.
Okay,
already.
I'm just gonna do an outro instead of talking about relationships because we tend to, So relationships, just be careful and love yourself more than anything. That's what I want.
Exactly.
That's what I want you to remember. Love
Yep.
yourself more than anything. Love your friends. Keep them close. Keep the homeboys close because honestly, if you have just a romantic relationship and no platonic relationships, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
don't have anyone looking out for you.
Exactly.
If you only have one person as your support group, that's not
That's not
exactly
good.
right? No.
And they can leave at any time.
And then you got nothing.
Okay, mini rant. I'm so sorry. Romantic relationships, they always end in like, let's never talk to each other again.
Yeah.
And it's so annoying because when you get into a romantic relationship, it's looked at like you can just end it and leave. I mean, you can do that, I guess.
But you shouldn't.
But you shouldn't because you are friends with that person. You genuinely like that person. What's wrong with being a friend with them unless they were horribly toxic,
Yeah.
If they were a great person and great partner, they're gonna be a great friend. And it might be awkward at first, and it's completely understandable to take a break. But yeah, that's my mini rant. Don't throw relationships away, please.
Do not.
They slap.
Do not take them for granted either.
Yeah, we could get into this next podcast, but next podcast is Gabby hosting. It'll be a banana podcast, and it'll be great. Woo! Yeah, we need to hang out more.
We do.
I swear, we just sit on call and we're like.
So, how about them cheese, huh?
I thought you were going to say, how about them cheese?
Oh, what about that cheese?
Outro. I'm sorry.
Yes. God.
Thank you guys all for listening. For if you're actively listening, or if you're just putting us on in the background, or if you're just doing your mom while listening to us.
Whoa.
Maybe not your mom, but your friend's mom,
Or your stepmom. Hey, we don't judge here.
Now look. Now hold on just a second.
Anyway, don't do your stepmom, please.
Yes.
Step siblings is still set. Anyway, Fire Emblem Fates. Anyway,
Continuing on.
Umbrella Academy.
Umbrella Academy. Nintendo. Anyway, thank you guys all for listening. We love you all. Stay safe. Stay happy.
Stay hydrated.
Yes, please stay hydrated.
Please, Gabby over here hydrated. Me over here half hydrated. Dominic
I
over
am
here
absolutely
not
not
hydrated.
Absolutely
Thank
not.
you.
I am extremely
The cookie
dehydrated.
absorbed all the water.
You mean the finest brandy from Lapa?
Yes.
All right, thank you guys all for listening. We love you all. Thanks for being existent. We love you.
Thanks for being patient with us too.
Yeah, thanks for this is why it's called Roundabouts, because we're
Runabouts.
because we run about the freggin' topic.
And other topics.
And other topics. We're
And
ADHD
topics
in a
within those
nutshell.
topics.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you. This has been a Butterscotch podcast. I'm Kai. Woo.
I'm Gabby. Woo.
I'm Dominic. I'm
And
not
no one
gonna do the
asked.
roof.
All right.
Okay. I see how it is.
You know what,
Dominic, you gotta do
Dominic,
the
go
woo.
again.
I'm not doing the woo.
No,
Please.
I'm not.
Please.
If you do, you realize you're just gonna get a
You don't have to
half-assed.
do it super, as long as it's a woo.
Fine. Woo.
Good job.
If my video game doesn't start with a woo as soon as I enter it, I'm over.
Woohoo! Mario Kart.
Friday Night Funkin'.
Yes.
All right. Thank you guys all for watching. I'm Kai. We got Gabby. We got.
Dominic.
Okay. All right.
All right. Okay, I can do this. I'm Kai. We got Gabby. We got Dominic. We love you. We're awesome. And we're
You're
the mafia.
Wait.
Yes, you are awesome. We are awesome. Not everybody. You're all awesome.
Everything is awesome.
No.
All right. Love you guys. See ya. And have
water.
Yes. Have a fantastic evening, morning, or whatever.
And also, you look hot when you bite your lower lip.
All right, I'm leaving.
Dominic's out.
I'm walking home.
But
Yeah.
only do it if you feel like it.
Exactly. If you're gonna do drugs, do them safely.
Wait.
Hey.
All right, see you guys. Love you.
Don't drink while driving. Love you.
We all gotta go. Bye.
Bye.